Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to learn new chapter. The name of the chapter is Information and Communication Technology Skills. So let's begin with the introduction of the ICT. ICT. The full form of ICT is Information and Communication Technology. It contains both information technology (IT) as well as communication technology. For this we also call it as digital literacy. And ICT means what? It takes up knowledge of how computer works as well as how different computers communicate. Let's see role of ICT. ICT has become an important part of everyday life for many people, and it also has a great impact in our daily life. In every walk of life, the computerization of work is getting more and more prevalent. There is no public office which is to be found that does not use computers. Computer is a wonderful machine that enables us to do a number of tasks easily and quickly. And computer system, it is a combination of hardware and software. Then let's see what is hardware and software. Hardware. The physical components of a computer system means everything which you can see and touch. As you all know, computer works on the concept of input, process and output. Input means which accepts data and instructions. Processing, computer process as per the instructions. Output, which produced final result. And storage, which stores data, instructions and information. Then what is software? A set of instructions given to the computer to solve a problem is called software. Here, without software, computer system is like a body without soul. It means what? If we are not using appropriate software, then the machine cannot be used for doing any type of work. One question may arise here. What makes the hardware and software program work together seamlessly and without any problems? For that answer is the operating system. In software there are different types. System software, application software, utility software. Of these, the system software, we also call it as operating system, is the most important one. Then what is operating system? Operating system is an interface between a computer user and computer hardware, which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling input and output. The operating system is the first software installed in a computer. A computer is useless without an operating system. Then let's see needs for an operating system. A user has to interact with the computer system to get its work done. But the computer does not understand the language used by the computer users, as it understands only machine language. A machine language is in a binary code consisting of streams of binary digits which are 0 and 1. Here the operating system works as a language interpreter between the user and the hardware so that they both can interact with each other. Not only this, the computer system needs programs which to manage its various resources such as the processor, memory, the data stored on the hard disk in form of file, and manage the overall functioning of the computer. The operating system handles all these functions in the computer. Then what are the functions of an operating system? The operating system is the first program that is executed as soon as the computer is switched on and continues to execute till the computer is switched off. Here are the some functions of an operating system. Memory management. Memory management, it is the management of primary memory. also called RAM, random access memory. Here main memory provides a fast storage that can be accessed directly by the CPU. For a program to be executed, it must be in the main memory. An operating system keeps tracks of primary memory. Second one, device management. An operating system, it manages the various hardware devices and communicate with them via their respective drivers. It keeps track of all the devices connected to the computer. Third one, processor management. In multi-programming environment where several programs are running at the same time, the operating system decides which process gets the processor, when and for how much time. Fourth one, security. Here the operating system provides security to the computer by preventing access by unauthorized users. Fifth one, error detection and reporting. The operating system keeps track of various errors produced during the function of the computer system. It generates error message to understand that problem. Sixth one, coordination between user and computer. The most visible function of the operating system is the coordination, which provides between the user and the computer. Job accounting, file management, these all are some functions of an operating system. An operating system is categorized on the basis of the functionality provided by it. Some types of operating system are single user operating system. It is designed for use on one computer by one user at a time. Some example of operating system are Windows, MS-DOS, Mac OS are single user operating systems. Multi-user operating system. A multi-user operating system, it is an operating system that allows multiple users on different computers or terminals to access the single system with one operating system on it. Examples: Windows NT, Unix, Linux are multiple user operating systems. CUI operating system. A character user interface operating system lets a user issues commands to a computer by typing the instructions. These instructions consist of keywords that are recognizable to the operating systems. The instructions are typed after a prompt called command prompt. Each instruction has to be remembered separately and typed in a specific format. MS-DOS, Unix are examples of CUI operating system. GUI operating system. A graphical user interface operating system lets a user issue commands to a computer by interacting with various graphical components called icons on the computer screen. The icons represents file, folders and programs that can be clicked, moved and double-clicked to perform various functions. Windows, Mac OS, Linux are example of GUI operating system. Next, multitasking operating system. A multitasking operating system lets the computer handle several tasks at the same time. For example, you may run a spell checker in a Word document while printing a spreadsheet and listening to a music, all at the same time. Most modern operating systems such as Windows or Mac OS are multitasking operating system. Batch operating system. This kind of operating system does not interact with the computer directly. There is an operator which takes similar jobs having same requirement and groups them into batches. It is the responsibility of operators to sort the job with similar needs. Multiple users can share the batch operating system. It has the advantages of managing large job works. An example of batch operating system is IBM MVS. Time sharing operating system. It is a type of multitasking operating system that divides the CPU time equally among all the programs waiting to be executed. The time that each task gets to execute is called quantum. After the time interval of OS, it switches to next task. In time-sharing operating system, each task gets equal opportunities to run. Real-time operating system. It is defined as data processing system in which the time interval required to process and respond to inputs. A real-time operating system must have well-defined and fixed time constraints, otherwise the system will fail. Major application of real-time operating system are in weather forecasting, scientific experiments, industrial control system, weapon system, robotics, and air traffic control system, etc. Next, distributed operating system. Distributed operating system is a recent advancement in the world of computer technology and are being widely accepted all over the world. Distributed operating system use multiple central processor to serve multiple real-time applications and multiple users. Data processing jobs are distributed among the processor accordingly. Network operating system. This operating system runs on a server and provides the capability to manage data, users, groups, security, applications, and other networking functions. This operating system allows shared access of files, printers, security applications, and other networking functions over a small private network. These computers are known as tightly coupled system. Example of networking operating system are Microsoft Windows Server 2003, Microsoft Windows Server 2008, Unix, Mac OS, etc. Mobile operating system. A mobile operating system allows smartphones, tablet, PCs and other devices to run applications and programs. A mobile operating system are graphical user interface and multitasking systems. Example of mobile operating system are Android, iOS, etc. Some popular operating systems are Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, iOS. Now let's see components of graphical user interface. A graphical user interface includes graphical elements such as windows, icons, and buttons. A graphical user interface uses menus, icons to choose commands, start applications, make changes to documents, store files, delete files, etc. You can use the mouse to control a cursor or pointer on the screen to do these things. Also, you can view inputs and outputs simultaneously, one graphical windows, and change input values in Windows. Now let's learn basic functions performed when a computer starts. A computer automatically runs a basic programs called BIOS, means basic input output system. As soon as it is switched on or the power button is pushed on, the BIOS first does a self-test. If the self-test shows that the system is fine, then the BIOS will load the operating system. This means the computer operating system, for example Windows 7, is now ready to take inputs from the user. Login and logout. When multiple people use the same computer, each person has his or her own files and applications. To make sure nobody else sees your work, you have login ID and passwords. A login ID and password is like a key to the lock, which allows you to use the computer. When you log in to the computer with your login ID and password, the computer knows that you are an authorized person and allows you to work on the applications in the computer. Once you finish working, you must log out or sign out so that no one else can see your work. As soon as you switch on the CPU, keyboard and mouse also switch on by themselves. After some times, you will see a screen called a desktop. A desktop is the first screen that is displayed on the monitor after the computer boots and the operating system is loaded into the memory. The desktop contains all the other graphical elements of the graphical user interface. It is the platform from where you initiate any processes, open programs or files, and generally do your work. The image of a desktop is called desktop background or wallpaper. A typical desktop consists of the graphical objects such as taskbar, icons, windows. Icons are pictorial representation of various objects such as applications, files, folders, or interactive objects such as buttons and menus. Computer. This icon represents the computer and everything stored in it. Recycle bin. The recycle bin is the dustbin of your computer. All deleted files and folders are stored in the recycle bin. Taskbar. The taskbar is a vertical bar. It represents at the bottom of the desktop. The taskbar provides various functionalities in an operating system. In Windows, the taskbar consists of taskbar, taskbar icons or quick launch icons, Windows notification area, time and date. The taskbar contains icons called quick launch icons for commonly used programs. Notification area. It is present on the right side of the taskbar. It displays the current date and time and volume button and information about some computer setting. Start button. The start button is present on the left side of the taskbar. When clicked, it opens the start menu. The left pane of the start menu displays the list of all programs installed on the computer. The right pane of the start menu displays various options that can be used to open folders or change settings in Windows. When you open any Windows, on the right side of the title bar, there are three buttons: Minimize, Maximize, and Close button. When you click on Minimize, the window shrinks into a button on the taskbar. And when you click on Maximize button, it displays the window on full screen. And Close button, when we click on this button, the program gets closed. Menu. A menu is a list of options that denotes various actions that can be performed on an object. A menu generally has options that represents commands related to one type of activities. For example, File menu provides options to create new file, open existing file, save and print files. A group of menus related to various activities in a program is called a menu bar. Shortcut. These objects are the links to file, folders or programs stored at some other location. These are represented by the icon having a jump arrow to its lower left corner. At last, shutdown. If you are going to stop working with the computer system, it is highly recommended that you should safely shut down your computer system so that all your opened files in the main memory can be closed properly and the changes which you have made in the settings related to Windows remain intact. If you want to perform some other function, point to the arrow on the shutdown button and choose the option as needed. Shutdown option is used to close all the programs and turn off the computer safely. Switch user. It keeps your program running in the background but remain inaccessible until you log in again. Log off. It closes all the programs but keep the system running so that another user can log on. Lock. It denies the access to anyone except those who are authorized to use the system. Restart. To shut down the system and restart it once again. Sleep. It conserves power and protects your work by turning your computer into sleep mode. Hibernate. Hibernate option is a power saving state primarily designed for laptops. When you put the computer in hibernate mode, it stores your open documents and programs on your hard disk, then turn off your computer. That's all about session 1 operating system. Thank you.